Yeah, top since we were alive, dude. Slow down. There you go.
Good morning and welcome to the
Nope,
five.
don't leave studio.
No, hold on. Yeah, there you go. We should be good.
Good morning and welcome to the 5.5 Legs Virtual
Yes,
Cigar
a
Lounge
little
here at
robust.
Co Cigar Lounge in beautiful Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I am joined here by my two co-hosts, Mort, Bones in the middle, and I'm Maverick to their right. Well,
It is to the right.
yeah. And if they're looking
And
at
to
it,
the left.
to the left, to the right, to the left.
To the right.
I hate
Well,
that fucking
we're
line.
finally drinking coffee on the show, all three of us.
Yeah, but Bones brought in his own.
That's all right, but we're drinking coffee.
It's,
Yeah,
all the same.
It's community blend.
So
Breakfast.
today's coffee was my choice.
Yes.
It was from your joint,
Yeah.
the finest grind,
The finest
breakfast
grind in
blend.
Ocean Springs.
Breakfast blend.
Yeah, right behind the Exxon station near the hospital.
Somewhere that, yeah.
Yeah, along the
Somewhere.
lines.
Yeah, yeah. It is by the hospital. The hospital's nearby.
Yeah, they get a lot of business from the hospital.
They're on the
I
same.
bet at AT&T
They're
also.
on the
Yeah.
same. They're on the same power grid.
Probably so.
Yeah, that's right. They're on the same power grid, so if something goes wrong, their lights are on.
But it's a delightful blend.
Yeah,
Delightful. I like to throw that in there.
delightful.
It's a little. It's got a little. It may be because it's a little old. Got a little taste on the tongue.
But
Okay.
you know something? We always, for the longest time, once we ground it, we always kept it in the fridge.
Yes.
And they said there's no need to do that.
Hmm.
For
Well-
something, it does something to the coffee or something. So we don't grind
dries out the oil.
Yeah, we don't grind it ahead of time. We grind it when we need it.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
Well, we got a grinder here, but I don't think it's big enough to do a whole pot. I think it's more of a cup size.
you have to grind a couple of them. I
Yeah.
did that with the Colombian coffee. I had to do a couple of
Yeah.
little grinds. Yeah, he got the baby grinder for some reason. I don't know.
Well, it's probably free. I don't know.
But-
You got stuff in it, so I'm drinking it black.
Oh,
What do you
dude, that's
think?
white as white can be. Wait, I can't say that, can I?
That's pretty
You
good.
can.
There's a lot of creamer in that one.
Yeah. 5 spoons.
But I do want to say, and something that's pissed me off for at least, I mean, for a long time, but it came to fruition yesterday.
Fruition.
Yeah.
Fruition. That's 3
Yeah,
syllables.
when
We got up to 6 one time.
the House passed the voter ID 218 to 213.
Okay.
These
That's
mother,
crazy numbers.
you know what, on the left that are against voter ID because it's going to prevent people from voting and this, that, and it's not going to stop anybody that wants to vote can get a freaking ID, whether they got a passport or
Driver's license?
driver's license or like my mom, just a state ID card because she didn't drive. Whatever. There's ways to get an ID card legally.
Yes.
Yes.
Their argument is basically because they can't get the illegals to vote because they can't get an ID card.
Well,
That's part of it. That's
it
not the whole
seems like
thing.
there's a lot of convoluted discussion about this. Like, do you need a passport? No, you need a
Water,
birth
Mandy.
certificate. You need a birth certificate. Okay. So here's where the convolution comes in, right? Where it's cloudy. Your birth certificate, if you're female and well, I guess you could be male too. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. I don't care. If you get married and you don't change your last name like your driver's license shows,
Yes.
then that's where it gets cloudy, right?
Okay.
So here's my solution. My wife went through it, and I'm sure everybody that's gotten married has changed their name if that was their desire and got their documentation properly taken care of, right?
Yes.
If you're on a revolving door of spouses,
Right.
I mean, let's just get real.
Yeah.
If
That's
you're doing
6 name changes sometimes.
But if you're doing it properly, you ought to have the shit streamlined.
Right.
You ought to be able to just go, oh, all I need to go is click, 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 done.
Yeah. Right.
You have, all right,
It's silly.
Marilee got married, Davey got married, and she kept it Marilee, whatever it was before. All she needed to go up with, if she didn't change her name, is her driver's license and her marriage certificate showing, hey, I got married on this day to so and so. This is me.
That's all you need to do when you change your
Just to show
documentation.
proof. Exactly.
And you can
It's
change
not
your birth
hard.
certificate.
It's not hard.
You can change all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you can't change your birth certificate.
You can.
Alter it.
You can-
No, you
you
can't even. You legal because I read an article on that. You can't legal because that's the way you were born. That's who
Right.
you were born at. This is you can't arbitrarily because that's a birth of record, a record of birth, a record of birth.
Mm-hmm.
So they say those got to stay the same. Now, if you want to change your name legally, yeah, you pay to change your name. You got court documents. You got all
all
this.
kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
So to say requiring ID is going to prevent people from voting, I don't buy it.
It's not ID. It's requiring proof of citizenship.
Well, yeah, okay.
That's what it comes down to. Proof of citizenship.
Well,
Now-
why would that be a problem?
Because birth certificate's going to be different from your driver's license if you're married and you
Right.
changed your name.
For women.
Well, like
be
I said,
men.
could be guys too. I mean, we're on
Now
close
we're in
now.
the stage of guys too. Yeah.
So-
Jesus.
So it's not like it's never been done.
Right.
So what my take is on this, Bones, and I'm sure you guys will agree, the people that are opposing this think that those that can't get those documents changed are too stupid to get it changed.
Yeah. Uneducated.
But they're smart enough to vote.
But they're smart enough to vote.
Don't make sense.
It really doesn't. And
They're pushing the button just to push the button.
it would be an easy solution if you didn't have states that issued driver's license to people that were undocumented in this country.
Right.
It would be an easy solution. You got a driver's license from the state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
That means that you're a citizen of the United States. You can vote.
Jesus.
But you've got states that are issuing driver's licenses to Pakistanis and shit that don't belong here.
They're
And-
just like the guy killed somebody in the truck.
The truck guy,
trailer,
yes.
yeah. Family of 4.
Did I miss that? When did
Yeah,
that
you
happen?
missed it. It happened last
6
week.
months ago.
No,
Oh.
there was one last week.
Oh, there was another
Oh,
one.
what?
Yeah, there was another one.
Oh.
A guy, tractor trailer guy, ran over a car.
Another
and
one?
The car exploded and killed a family of 4. He was an illegal alien.
But anyway, I
That's
just
another story.
I just want to get off
What
on
are we
that.
smoking?
Let me tell you
That
something.
What are we smoking first?
We are smoking the Rocky Patel broadleaf, which, like I said, I couldn't find it on the computer, so I couldn't take it out. And I don't know why. We got a ton of Rocky Patels in there. It just-
Mhm.
But anyway, I added them all to a ticket, and not one of them came up to the price. I was like,
No ticket on it, no price on it.
but it is the Rocky Patel broadleaf.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, tell me
It's
something.
important.
I'm not a fan.
You gentlemen didn't see it, but I got to see it. The show that's in the spot of after Stephen A's show, it took over Pat McAfee's time slot.
They dropped McAfee.
Well, it ain't on his. He may be on another time slot.
He's taking a break like he did for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I think he's taking a break for the Olympics
All right.
because it's just like, what's
Yeah.
there to really talk about?
Yeah, there's not a lot to talk about, but I forget his name, but he has a popular show now.
Is that Greeny? Not first
That
take.
guy
Not
with
first.
the bald head and
Scott Van Pelt?
no.
Anyway,
Rich Eisen.
Rich
yeah,
Eisen.
thank you, sir.
dang, go.
Mikey Silvers
Walks right into it. And
Mike Silvers joined in. Well, Ryzen had the film footage from the Super Bowl champions parade,
okay.
and they were they were showing you spots and they were celebrating. Well, a lot of them had T-shirts on that were blocked out because it had the middle finger on it.
Oh,
To the NFL? Or
I don't know what it was representing, but it had a representation of something. But all the players were just doing this.
Hmm.
A lot of the players were doing that as they were holding the Super Bowl trophy. They were shooting up the middle finger. And then one gentleman got on, and a lot of them were wearing the T-shirts, and they were just all the guys in the background were shooting the middle finger, all the players.
Yeah.
And except for one guy got up on a mic to say how thrilled he was to be in the Super Bowl, and he was dressed real nice, and he had a leather jacket on, and he spoke real candidly about how thrilled he was to be Super Bowl champion. And he was the only one that weren't saying F. And, a couple of the other guys that were interviewed were saying, they were celebrating but cursing a lot. And they had a block, beep, 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 beep. And I was wondering,
I don't know.
What was going on?
That could have been they could have been protesting the NFL. They could have been protesting ICE. They could have been protesting the state. And I think it might have been the NFL. Maybe
I don't know.
We'll
I didn't gather any.
A little bit of research. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'm thinking they're on TV and they're Super Bowl champions, and that's the behavior.
Well, they're upset. A lot of them are upset because they had to pay to play in the fucking Super Bowl.
The quarterback did. I know that.
It's been an ongoing thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who knows? It could have been anything.
Since Godell allowed them to kneel, since they started putting the shit in the end zones.
Yeah.
It's all since woke became a mainstay in the NFL. Is they've allowed these clowns to be clowns.
Yes.
When they're given that opportunity, and it's look. If I were a team owner, I would be like this. You fucks better not embarrass my team on national TV.
Well, they did.
They always do. Because you got no owners that hold them accountable. That's the problem. And you've got no head coaches that hold them accountable because the NFL has lost its way.
Yeah, well, I don't know if there's going to be something done about this incident. Any apologies or anything like that spoken about it, but a form of protest, you could protest differently than saying fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Shooting a middle finger in celebration, especially when you're holding the trophy. You're just going like that.
That's a little disrespect.
I thought it was real bad out of line. Even if you're protesting, there's another way to do it.
But let me just pose this to the panel. The demographic, financial demographic, let's narrow it down a little bit more. The financial demographic of football viewers, of fans.
Yes.
White males.
Yes.
Probably working class to maybe, slightly upper class.
25 to 60, you think, or 25 to 70?
I would probably go more towards the early 30s to maybe 60s.
Okay.
Because when you get to the 65 and above, you don't have that expendable income to spend at the games. You might watch it on TV, but right. You're talking about middle class mostly, right? And probably more predominantly white than you would have anybody else.
Right.
And I say predominantly. I'm not saying that Asians or blacks don't watch football. I'm just saying that predominantly I think they're white middle class.
Right.
This woke movement has really cut those numbers down.
Okay.
There's not as many. There's a lot of middle class white guys that are just saying, "I'm not down with this.
I'm tired.
I'm tired of seeing this."
Mm-hmm.
It's
and turning it off.
So when you see in the end zone end racism on a field that is the people that are playing are predominantly black.
Yes. How is there racism?
If a majority of your players are African American,
yeah,
how can there be racism? Are they paid differently? No, because you got the NFL Players Association, the union that makes sure that everybody's on an even keel.
You're paid by talent.
You're not
getting paid $100,000, and the player who's white next to him is getting $900,000.
Now, do you feel like you're a slave to the owner? Then you need to move teams.
Yeah.
Because the owner doesn't own you per se. And
right.
we've seen that time and time again with players. On the same note, I have found a new reason to hate the New York Giants. Effective yesterday.
Dude, he's been the head coach for over 2 weeks now.
Okay, for the last 2 weeks then.
Okay. What did he do?
He didn't do anything.
Jim Harbaugh
he just don't like him.
Jim Harbaugh is now their head coach.
So now he hates the Giants.
How'd that happen?
They hired him.
You know, they hired him like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew
From the
that. But I
Ravens.
thought he did something different.
No,
No, I just found a new reason to.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't like Jim Harbaugh, so you.
I don't like the whole family.
So you in other words, when he plays anybody, like if he plays the Eagles, you're voting for the Eagles.
Oh,
we're
look,
both screwed in that game.
how's that? How's that?
You know what?
Because I'm a Giant fan, he's an Eagle fan.
Well,
and
you
you're
know,
going to
we
hate
always
the Giants to Harbaugh.
got to stick on that. You know
Well,
what I
no,
mean?
he's going to, yeah. Hey, so
Okay,
at,
give us some more.
at the recent Seahawks
Put it
Super
down
Bowl,
there.
that's a elastic watch band. At the recent Seahawks Super Bowl victory parade, there wasn't a case of actual players flipping off fans or the city, but there was a moment that involved a middle finger image on a T-shirt that caught a lot of attention. Seahawks linebacker Ernest Jones showed up at the Super Bowl parade wearing a T-shirt with the graphic of quarterback Sam Darnold raising a middle finger, smoking a cigarette, and holding a beer. Jones explained on a sports podcast that he and some teammates bought or made the shirts on short notice and that Darnold had given his blessing to wear them. The shirt wasn't an actual on-field gesture. It was more of a provocative design meant as an inside joke or shout back to critics of Darnold, celebrating how far he's come in his career and responding to people who doubted him.
Okay.
So he's basically saying, fuck you, I did it.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
All right, I got no problem with that. The middle finger gesture is widely known as we know what, and super fans. And but bottom line, it was just the quarterback saying,
I made it. I did something that you guys told me I couldn't do.
so it had nothing to do with the fact that he got paid $178,000 or $79,000 for winning the Super Bowl and had to pay $249,000
Can
in
you
taxes.
imagine that? Because
Jock taxes.
It's
in the state of
taxes.
Florida.
It's
California.
It's it happens every sport.
They're already pushing to not have the Super Bowl next year. It's somewhere else in California, SoFi, I think, or something. I'm like,
I don't think that it should be in the same state twice.
well, they based it
Are you
on.
sure, Bones?
Yeah, they based it on, if I understood it, and Silvers will correct me, the state of California says they base it on his salary, which is in the millions, okay? A percentage of his salary for the amount of days he worked there. So they had him in there for 8 days, whether it was practice or the Super Bowl
It was
or
probably
whatever.
practice.
He
Yeah.
was there for over 8 days. So he had to pay taxes, and then they have the jock tax on top of that shit. So he got hit with $249,000 in taxes because it was all based on his salary,
Right.
not on what he earned, because they're not getting paid. Well, I don't know. I
So
don't know
here-
how they break their salary up.
Here's my question. If they fly the guys in for the game,
Yes.
let's just say 4 hours before the game they fly in. They've been practicing in Arizona or New Mexico. I don't give a fuck where it is.
Yeah. Right.
Right? They fly them in right for the game. They're in and out within 8 hours. Are they going to get taxed for a full day of work?
Absolutely.
Well, that's California. We know the answer to that.
Yeah.
But that's the way to get around all the bullshit tax.
Yeah, flying
Is-
closer and then fly.
That's right. Get them out of here so that they're not working. They're not on the clock.
Yeah. That's wild.
Well,
That's-
that's fucking extortion.
Ricky.
3% of your base salary. No, you can't base on my base salary because, like I said, I think they get paid their salaries, and I don't know how the contracts work. The salaries work per game. Okay, they get a check per game, divided by maybe salary divided by 18.
They get paid
whatever.
twice a month.
How many-
Twice a
right.
week.
How many
I mean,
games?
Twice a month.
How many games are there every year?
17, 18.
17
yeah.
games. So they're going to take 17. They're going to divide it by how many games did they play in the state of California, and that's how they get taxed.
3% of it.
That's
fucking-
how they
I
get
don't know how that works.
No, they said they base it on the whole salary. I said, how can you do that?
Well, 17 games is their salary. That's what they get paid. If they get $12 million a year,
Right. but
divide that by
you're
17.
Gonna find me for you're gonna tax me 3% of my salary, and I only played there for fucking 2 days.
That's California, though.
I know that's not right. That's fucking like New
Well,
York. That's
there you go.
extortion.
That's
You gotta
why
pay-
people are leaving.
You got to pay a 3% fee to leave the state.
That's why people are
get
leaving.
out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy. And is it New York or is it California that charges you to leave?
Well, New York does,
right
but
now.
California's working on it
They're
too.
working on it. They want-
Because they're taxing the daylights out of their citizens, and they're leaving in big numbers.
Well, when they leave in big numbers, now they don't have that. They don't have that money coming in anymore.
Right.
And then people won't move there.
Well, they don't.
How did they justify that?
They
They
don't
just
change,
raise taxes.
They don't change going down. They just up everything.
They just raise more taxes.
on
My
the
brother
people that-
moved from there. He lives in South Jersey now. So when I go to
That's
visit,
not really a big move.
well,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
but I'm just saying. But yeah, but what he was paying for there for an apartment, and what he's paying here in South Jersey now.
Yeah.
And all my family's together, so I don't have to go, three
Yeah.
different spots, which is great.
Yeah.
But what he was paying in New York for a small apartment with him and his wife and the baby, to what he's paying now is a lot different.
Yeah.
Dude, how old is he? 70,
73,
73. He's got a freaking baby.
2-year-old.
There's no way I'd want to. No.
But you know what? I agree all
His
across the
swimmers are
board.
swimming.
But
I'm
you know
not
what?
good at
But
that.
he's in fabulous shape.
His
Oh.
swimmers are swimming at 70.
No, it's got nothing to do with
73.
being in great shape.
He's
It's
got
the
a
fact that I'm 73
Oh, I
years
know.
old and I don't want to take care of a
well,
fucking
yeah, but I'm
2-year-old.
just saying.
He's got a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
So his swimmers were swimming when he
Oh,
was 70.
absolutely. Yeah.
Dang, gum.
Yeah.
But your life.
Good for him.
We all know how
Yes.
your life changes when you have a kid.
Well,
And
this
you
is
know-
let me see. He has
What's the
Joy?
difference in age? What was his next oldest kid? Or next youngest
50.
kid? Next youngest kid.
well, you got Sean and
Well, we don't need
James.
the whole genealogy.
I'm not going to give you about
50 years?
26. No, his oldest one is 50.
That's what he asked.
Yeah, 50.
Well, I
So
meant
you've got a
the
difference-
youngest one. So if he had the
He has
30-year-old,
2 and 50. That's his firstborn is 50.
well, all right, 2 and then what?
Next
2,
youngest.
28.
So
Dang.
he had 28 years of little kid.
Dang. This guy doesn't want money when he retires, does he?
No, he ain't getting it. He still works.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
obviously-
73?
Obviously,
Yeah.
his
he
wife.
works real hard. He's in investments and stuff like that.
Obviously, his wife is a lot younger than him,
Oh, a lot younger.
and she wanted a kid.
She wanted another one, and I was like, "Are you nuts?"
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit.
Let's move on. Shift gears.
So today,
We got no sports other than
reading something on social media, and this will take us out to this. We're
You
talking
need to
about
stay away from social.
we're talking about food.
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 Okay.
Somebody asked, "Where's a good place around here to get a good hot dog?" And they didn't specify which type of hot dog, just a good hot dog.
Did you say Lenny's?
Lenny's isn't consistent with that.
Okay.
They're not consistent. You can go in there today and they don't have them. 6 months from now they'll have them.
We need a
Okay.
fucking hot dog truck
So
like
Yeah.
New York and Jersey.
so let's break it down. There is a distinct difference between the true American hot dog. You know, we're talking about a white bun, a plain old hot dog that you get at Aldi or wherever, and some ketchup and mustard. That's a plain old American hot dog.
Right.
Now, you start narrowing it down to what style do you want? Do you want a New York dog
Yeah.
or do you want a Chicago dog?
Right. Or Philadelphia, like I got Philadelphia.
So a lot of people down here, and I call them the bumpkins because the bumpkins don't know what a Chicago dog really is.
Mhm.
A Chicago dog has a poppy seed
Roll.
roll.
Yeah.
It's a bun,
Bun.
Yeah,
for,
yeah, yeah.
for lack of better ways to explain
But
it.
I'm sorry.
So you got poppy seed, then you have the presentation itself. You got the hot dog, but everything else that's on top is the presentation because you got to have the colored relish, different. It's not just plain old relish out of the packet. It's got to have this lime green look. Then you got to have the little peppers. Then you got to have all this stuff that goes. It's the presentation of it.
I don't think there's sauerkraut on the Chicago.
There is
dog,
not.
is it? Yeah.
There is not. Then you've got the New York style dog, right? That is nothing like the Chicago dog. Then you got the chili dog. You got the chili cheese dog.
Yeah.
Then you got the kraut dogs. Then you got all of this stuff. Well, these guys don't know the difference. They're thinking, I'm just going to go to the grocery store and get a package of these.
Oh, yeah.
The cheap hot dogs that when you put them in the water and they boil the red out of it, then it's done.
Yeah.
No, we're not even talking about ballpark. We're talking about a dollar a pack shit.
Yeah, you're talking about $2.89 for 8.
Yes.
those are terrible.
Yeah. Or even more than, I mean, like 12. So they don't really understand what a good hot dog is. So for the people that are listening, what I'd like you to do is do a little homework and tell us what's your favorite style of hot dog.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So this is a challenge for our viewers. If you come back in and Bones and I, Mav, you probably do too. We've got a bunch of swag and shit that we're gonna give away.
I know he does. I know I got some stuff at home
So
from the
we're gonna figure out what to give away to the best submission. Let's say the people that are listening to the show, that are watching it, it doesn't have to be live. We'll give you a month from today.
Yeah.
And
we'll put it on the table, and
we'll the three of us will figure out who has the best answer, because we want concise. We want, what is it about this style of dog that makes you love it?
Yeah.
And we're gonna go hunt for that style of dog.
And you can't do Joey Chestnut style.
I know, you just don't chat GPT the fucking thing, because I've already done it.
How many do you do? 76 in 10 minutes?
No, we're not talking about doing that. No, we want, and look, bonus points for pictures.
Oh yeah.
Bonus points for a picture.
What is your favorite hot dog?
I like a Chicago dog.
Like my pizza. I prefer a cheese pizza.
Yeah.
I prefer
like
a
it
nice Nathan's or Sabrett hot dog that cracks when you bite it, with some sweet onions on it, like you get on the car.
Those are good, yeah. Sweet onions,
and that's it.
I like
and a little bit of mustard. I do not like ketchup on my hot dog.
No,
I'm not a ketchup.
I like a variety of ways. I like what he just said. It brought back a memory when you're at the ballpark and he has a little tub of sweet onions and a little tub of sauerkraut. And he even says sometimes, "I'll have it this way." And you're like, okay. But I used to say as a joke, "How old's the water they're in?" And he said, "It's about 3 days old." I said, "I'll take it."
So
here's water dogs. Man.
Here's the difference between another difference between New York and Chicago style. New York style is meant to be you eating while you're walking,
quick and easy.
Because New Yorkers typically that's how they eat
they're at a cart and they got to run.
They got to go. So they're stopping at the water cart like you were talking about.
Yeah.
They're getting a plain old dog that's not going to drip shit all over
suits
them.
And shit like that, or their dresses.
So it's just a plain old dog.
Yeah.
Essentially, a Chicago dog's about the presentation.
You see
it's experience.
You see it in the detective show in New York.
Absolutely do.
Yeah, and they're at the cart and they just see a plain dog and they go on their way.
And they got a coffee, that costs them $3 for a little bitty cup. This big.
I doubt it's open anymore, but when we went to do Caitlin Senior Pictures in Denver, we stopped off. There was a hot dog place in like the artsy part of this place we were going to. And it was a Chicago. And I mean, you can get multiple different kinds of hot dogs. And these hot dogs were fantastic. I mean, they were just
That's
like
what their style was.
They were on point. And like we said, you can get anywhere from Chicago dog to a plain old hot dog with just mustard and I do like sauerkraut, mustard and sauerkraut.
Yes,
that doesn't make it in New York then.
No, but it's very good.
It is.
But the sweet onions.
But when you start putting sauerkraut on something, that's when you take it, in my opinion, just my opinion, that's when you go into the brat zone.
Yeah. Oh, a bratwurst one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when you go in the brat zone.
Well, didn't your son make us some of them?
We always do.
That's
they're
not
great.
hot dogs.
They're great.
That's where it all started.
Yeah, that's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
That's where it all started.
You can get a good brat. You can get some shitty brats. You can get
Patrick.
Connect brats.
Patch made some good stuff.
So you probably never experienced it. If you have, correct me. Bones has, because he spent time in Germany. With a bratwurst, you got to have a good brochen.
Oh my God!
That's the hard roll. The outside is hard. The inside is soft and it's crunchy. You got to have that.
Mm-hmm. The bread makes it everything.
Everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
totally everything.
That's why Atlantic City, they call it Atlantic City roll for the cheesesteak down there.
You got to have that.
You got to have it. And there was a bakery just for that.
Yeah.
When they bring it to the White House.
Yeah.
That's the famous cheesesteak place down there, and hoagies and everything. It's Atlantic City roll.
And there's
a
different.
Perfect.
You talk about hoagies. It's a hoagie roll.
Yes.
It's not a po' boy roll.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
There's a big difference between the two.
Totally different.
And folks that just don't understand when you say, yeah, we eat po' boys down here. We don't eat hoagies.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah.
So let's get on out of here.
Okay. Let's the broadleaf. I'm really enjoying it.
Really?
It's a little heavier. I'm starting to enjoy the heavier smokes. So I'm starting to lean towards them a little bit.
Coffee?
The coffee was great. Even though I hit it heavy with cream, I still taste the coffee. I'm giving the coffee about an 8.
Okay.
Even though I hit it heavy with cream, it was delicious.
Overall,
a 9.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bones?
the cigar was great.
Overall, it's 8.5 because I give the coffee an 8.5. I do not like the cigar.
Really?
I just don't.
So I told Bones
It's
when I
got a different taste or something that just doesn't do it for me.
the coffee had it just had that.
No aftertaste?
There was just something about the coffee. And again, I think maybe it was because it was old.
Okay.
There was maybe a scoop left of it. I put it in the trash.
A little bit.
Okay.
It was a little bitter, and it doesn't have anything to do with too much grounds because I know how much we're supposed to have.
All right.
So the coffee, today's coffee, because I just had that taste, I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay.
I've had better from the finest grind.
Okay.
We might need to restock anyway.
Yeah, we need to get rid of the old
We
stuff.
need to get some
The
good stuff in.
the cigar, I'll never smoke again in my life.
Really?
When I
Ooh,
lit
I
it
like
up, I told Bones, I said, this has got it's got a taste on the back of, and even with retro, it's got a taste that I'm just not, I don't like it.
Okay.
And I like Rocky. There's certain Rockies I like.
A 6 overall.
Okay. 6 across the board.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So
All right.
there we have it.
All right, guys. From the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge, happy Friday the 13th. We're going to wish you a happy and healthy weekend.
And Valentine's Day tomorrow.
And Valentine's Day is tomorrow. So get your loved one something special
And
or
if you've
not.
been married a long time, they
You've
don't
been
care.
married a long
they
time, like
don't.
these two
They don't
guys.
care.
Get them nothing.
They'll love it.
They get what they want during the year, and they
Show-
just say, "Let's go to dinner."
Show them the goods when you
You
take
know
a
who's
shower.
how they started this?
It's
people.
fucking Hallmark. It's fucking
So
Hallmark.
just
It's all
show them
about
the
marketing.
goods in the morning after the shower. That's all they want.
Yeah,
to see.
right. Yeah, just show them
Come
the
on,
goods.
it's a day that they want you to buy flowers and candy and.
That's because they got nothing after
It's just,
Christmas.
it's just another
You know who
day.
started it, right? Johnny Silverstein.
The Jews.
Yeah, and that's great.
Why not?
You made the money.
Why
They
not?
own
All right,
Hallmark.
we
They own
love you
Hallmark.
guys. Thanks for joining us. Happy weekend.
Terrible.